she is alive. We got a fit, that's a drip. She in my wrist, that's a freezer. Give me assist, give me teamwork. Keep it consistent, for the distance.
Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New Orleans Saints. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The Saints had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine. They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
They'll look to throw again. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 5. On the counter, here's Kamara. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there.
Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 13 yards there on a Washington first. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On first down, Howell. He's got it to Gibson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block if you're an offensive lineman. Nice early burst, nice gain, too.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Robinson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Back to throw, Howell. Flush to his right, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's this. This now a 3rd and 4. Kamara up the middle. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Powell throwing on first down here. He's got Gibson on the out route.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
A gain of 14, first down Commanders. Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Powell.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Powell down to throw it.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1. And he's hoping on the road to glory.
The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. 2nd and 4. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Jalen Hyatt as the first half is winding down.
And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Gibson again.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Throwing here, Howell.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here's Johnson with a reception.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
2nd down and a yard.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Maher able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second down, Howell now.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Drop for a loss of 7 on multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And the slot man goes in motion left. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Second down, Howell back to pass. This one left side caught by Gibson.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
4th down, Howell, desperation time.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Little short pass here to Hill. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Has it to Hyatt on the out route.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Back to throw again. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Daron Payne, his second sack of the night.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Howell to throw.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown, Washington. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Commanders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under 1 minute to go now in the football game.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's Howell.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get them the completion.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
Gets this to Gibson, and he will get out of bounds at the end of this. So they took a shot, they complete it, and stop the clock in the end.
Oh, man, that could wind up being the key play of the ball game right there. Defensively here, you know they've got no timeouts. You've got to keep them away from the sidelines. Here, not only do they get the big yardage, but they get out of bounds as well.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
He's back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And
the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's first down. Howell with one final shot.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the left sideline.
And they're going to score. A long touchdown. No flags. No time remaining. And they're an extra point away from winning the game. The kick is good, and can you believe this? They win it with zeros on the clock. Well, this was a game we'll have in the memory banks for a while. The win.
There you go. I'm with the cash like Diego.